Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sprue for another installment of the Sunday Night Stash Spotlight. This time, what we're going to take a look at is this kit here, which is the Renault Estafette Highroof kit from Heller. It's a kit of a funky French van from a funky French model company. So let's take a look and see what we got. Okay, so this kit is from the latest incarnation of the Heller Model Company. I mean, they've gone through a whole heck of a lot in their lifetime, but there's some interesting little quirks on the box that I thought might be interesting to take a look at first. So first off, the standard made in Europe kind of thing and multilingual directions. And then on this side here, it shows you some options that you can build. So this one here is what's on the box, and another livery option. And this one here is interesting because it's a high roofed version with the windows. Now the one on the box is just a straight up van, and then this one here has the windows. So that's a neat little feature that I will get to as we get going on. So then on the bottom, we have some more blurbage about the van in a few different languages, and it shows you the decal sheet here. Another little thing is kind of interesting that, let's see if I can show you right down here in the corner. And this is something that I noticed that Heller has done in their most recent catalogs as well, is it tells you what year the molds are from. So, like, it's not the year that this kit was issued, because this one was made, I don't even know if it says in here when this was issued, but the molds themselves were tooled first in 2021. So that's kind of neat. Now, as you may have noticed on this box here, a couple little things. First, there's a little sticker that says that it includes the glue and paint and a paintbrush. Also, here, this little sticker donated by Heller. So I actually acquired this kit as a door prize at my my local club's show. A couple of years back, Heller was really trying to make a big splash coming back to the market, and they donated a whole bunch of material to the show. So there was a few kits for door prizes and catalogs and stuff like that. So there's a couple other things that came with this that I'm not sure if they're in like the regular retail versions of the kit. So we also got a little Heller catalog here, multilingual of course, and shows you all the different kinds of kits that you can get and that they're planning to come out with. Another fun little one is this little door hanger here. Keep out, model building in progress. Or then on the other side, flip it around. Come on in. And this one is really cool. So it's a postcard of the box art. So that's pretty neat, I thought. And then on the back, it gives you a little bit of a blurb. And if you scan this QR code, it brings you to the website for the kit where you can ostensibly order it. I don't know if that QR code still works, but you're welcome to try. And then we get this huge instruction booklet. So, first up in the instruction booklet is the decals that we saw on the back of the box there. And so what shows us here is their line of Heller paints, and a little description here about the actual van. And these are all the colors that you're going to need to build it. Let's see if I can get guys a little bit closer here. I'm experimenting with new lighting and filming and everything. So the version on the box is the Estafette from 1964 as a French mail company, I'm assuming. And then we have the 1977 version. That looks like it's a kind of a police because we got a little gumball up there. What does the decal say? Département de l'Ariège. Not exactly sure what that means. And then the 1964 Estafette with the windows as a Renault company van, I guess. So, looks like we start off building our engine with all the painting directions and which parts to glue. So, the engine goes together usually as you would expect, a couple of block halves, valve cover, oil pan, starter motor, generator, yeah, because this is from the 60s, so it'll probably have a generator. And some more bits and bobs for the engine, carburetor, air cleaner assembly. And we start off with the chassis. Suspension goes there. Mount the engine into the chassis, more suspension, steering components. That looks like part of the exhaust, yeah. The half shafts, because this it's a front engine, front wheel drive van. So the Renault had the Estafette and Citroën had the H van, which is the same kind of layout, so it was front engine, front wheel drive. More suspension, engine parts. This is really neat. So it has different shading, right? So it's black and silver, and it shows you which parts are going to be which color. That's pretty cool. And assembling the radiator. That looks like the rear suspension. Yeah, rear suspension mounting in. And then we're starting to build up the floor. So there's the floor pan, the center bulkhead, the interior, front control area. More interior assembly, the seats there, more seats. Oh wow, it's got seat frames, two different styles. Well, I guess for its passenger or the driver's seat. Heater box, because I guarantee you this doesn't have air conditioning. Pedals, gear shift selector, front bulkhead with a brace. And here's assembling the wheels. So I get the tire, the wheel, and what's that? Oh, so this is the inside of the wheel, and that's the brake drum. And being that it's a quirky French vehicle, it has 3 lug wheels. Not 4, not 5, 3. Mounting the interior to the chassis, and that's for the windshield. The windows in this kit are done very quirky. Like I said, quirky kit from a quirky French model company of a quirky French van. We'll get to that later. Windshield goes on the bulkhead there, and you got 2 different options for, looks like, what is that? Some kind of a trim panel. And got 2 different dashboards that you can pick from, depending if it's an early or late production, and 2 different steering columns and steering wheel styles. Optional ways to build up the interior, and these are the van body side. So the body of the van isn't all one piece. You have to build it up individually. So there we go, different the assembly steps to put it in, interior panels, mounting the side panel to the floor pan, spare tire there, and to the other side. So there's the roof. So you have the option to drill some holes in the roof bucket there if you're going to put the beacon light and mount the roof on. So the kit has opening doors, and looks like there's a whole lot of don't cut this if you want to do this kind of thing. I'll have to look at this a lot closer. So you put the doors on. More options, it looks like. And there's putting in the side door and then the back. So it looks like it's a 3-piece back entrance. So there's the hinged upper portion that goes up and then 2 swing out doors. I think there's different options. You can have it so that it's either fixed or you can open and close it. And depending on early or late, again, there's different grill options and different bumpers. And a step, it looks like. Same thing here, you can have a step, different kinds of mirrors and handles. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And finishing up the assembly with all the lights and the wipers. Cool. And now we have painting instructions and decal placement for the various schemes that it comes with. So this is for the postal van. And this one here is for, oh, okay. Oh, Ariège is a city, so this is a fire department. So Renault Estafette R2136 1977 VTU Sapeurs-Pompiers de l'Era Ariège. So that's a fire department. And looks like we, okay. So I guess this is kind of like an ambulance or like a something like that, because it looks like you can put some gurneys in or these storage, something like that. And you can have a back seat as well if you want. So it's a whole painting, a separate set of instructions for painting and detailing up to do that van. So this is the one with the windows as well. And it tells you specifically which interior components to use. And we got more. This all looks pretty familiar. And that is for building up this version here. Oh, and this is cool. So on the back page of the instruction book, we have templates for all of the window masks, which are, window masks are going to play a very big part in building this kit. All right. So now we'll start looking at the runners themselves. So being that this is a European kit, they're all lettered. There's no Sprumanak in the instructions though, which is kind of different. But starting off with the A tree. So we have our interior panel here, front panel. And this looks like one of the shelves there that goes on the interior. Looks like a divider, got suspension. That's the heater that goes under the dash. More suspension components, the other little armrest thing, a doghouse, engine fan. I'm assuming that little itty thing is the engine fan. Inner door panels, radiator, steering linkage. We got seat components, suspension components, inside of the front compartment. And on the B tree, Yeah, this is the B tree. Okay. So we have back seats, steering column. Not quite sure what that is. Looks like wheel components. These are the steps, seat frames, steering wheel, dashboard, front bumper, rear bumperettes, one of the radiators. So this has the grill texture on that side, and you can also see there's something on that side as well. So that's kind of cool. And for the C tree, we have our two halves of our body for the panel van version, and there's a side door, another bumper, steps, dashboard, grill. This one here only has detail on the one side, and it looks like the inside of a door panel for probably for this door here, I would say. All right, then on our D tree, we have our chassis, engine halves, another kind of shelf or something or other, door handles here, our wheels, and the spare is this one up top. More suspension components, axle shafts, brake drums, bracing for something, another door panel, I think, suspension components, more engine components, wiper blades. That's maybe part of the exhaust, I'm guessing. More engine stuff, gear shift lever, springs, engine stuff, braces, suspension, I think, part of the chassis. There's a whole lot of goodies in this kit. Now, what makes this so quirky and why you need to have the window masks. Normally I don't show the clear components because I don't want to take them out of the bag, but this is part of the, whole part of this kit. So you get this whole big runner here, and this is the, what is it now? E, F, and G trees. So in order to get the window van, you have the whole body, sides of the body are clear. So you have to mask off the windows and paint the whole thing. And so this gives you a door with a window in it, same kind of thing. And here's the rear hatch. You get a bunch of your your lighting, sorry. This is the gumball. Here's the front doors. So whether you do the panel van or the window van, you still have to use these doors. So you have to mask the windows and paint them. And there's two different rear hatches, it looks like, and that's the windshield, headlights, and another gumball. And then the H tree is this little itty bitty guy here. So these are your poly caps for mounting the wheels. So it's kind of a it's like it's a hybrid of an Asian and a European kit. So you have poly caps for mounting the wheels, but they're not like, it's hard to describe. They're not soft like a Naoshima or Tamiya kind of thing, but they're also not as hard as a regular tree. It's kind of weird. And so then the J tree is this one here, and it gives you the Highroof, and we get another steering wheel and some bracing, it looks like. And the tires, there are 5 of them. These little itty bitty guys, and yeah, so that gives you a clue as to how they're molded. So you pretty much have to cut all of this away so that you just have the tire donut itself left. And then this particular version also came with, we got a paintbrush, which is a number 3. It's Heller brand. And we also have Humbrol poly cement. And then we have Heller branded paint. Now there's 3 pots like this. So these are all acrylic. So this gives you the gloss pale gray, and this is French blue gloss, and then this is, what is this? This is marine blue, flat marine blue. And then there's two little pots like this of the yellow. So that's for the postal van version that's on the box, I guess. So I hope you liked looking at that one. Like I said, once again, this is a kit of a quirky French van from a quirky French model company that's trying to make a go at things. I have no idea when I will ever get to building this, but my thoughts for this one were to use the window panels to make it a windowed Highroof van, and maybe print some interior components to make it into a camper. I think that might be pretty neat to go along with the Volkswagen versions, because I have a couple of those. So yeah, and once again, thanks for stopping by. If you liked what you saw, press the buttons, tell your friends, tell your family, make them watch the video. If you didn't like it, well, oh well, that's okay. And we'll see you around next time.